As we count down to World Ocean Day on the 8th of June, I hope everybody has had a great bank holiday weekend. And in the last few days, I've covered a few different subjects, from polar ice caps to oil palm plantations, and that billions of trees each year are being cut down. And 50% of the fertile land on Earth is farmland. And the chances are it probably means that it's being overfarmed. And our natural and wild spaces are being destroyed. And did you know that 70% of birds on this planet are domestic? Now, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to guess which are the major birds here. What have we got more of than anything else? Yes, chickens. And humans are around 35% of the mammals on this planet. And a further 60% are the ones we actually breed to eat. Now, the rest of the birds, you know, the ones that we see on all these beautiful TV shows and the ones out in the wild, the beautiful coloured ones, well, they make up less than 5%, which is such a shame. Now, in the last 50 years, wildlife has halved. The ocean has been overfished to critical levels, and freshwater fish populations have actually reduced by around 80%. And it won't surprise you to know that they've been reduced by around 80% because of contamination and pollution. And 90% of the ocean's big fish have been wiped out. And we need these big fish, these predators, and we need them to keep the populations of the smaller fish harmonious, which balances our ocean's biodiversity. Now, large fish, of course, are at the top of the food chain. They're our predators. But all these species are disappearing from our oceans. And if the big fish disappear from the oceans, the smaller fish become the dominant species, which upsets the chemistry of our ecosystem. And all types of fish, no matter what they are, big or small, they all play a crucial role in nature. And this is key. Now, like their land-based friends, fish hold the cycle of life, the nutrient cycle of life. And in my other videos, I spoke about the vast herds that graze off the plains, and then they fertilise the land as they move on. And also the animals that eat the seeds and berries, and they do the same thing, and they disperse those seeds as they move on. Well, fish do the same thing. And the thing is, with fish, they travel further distances than any other form of aquatic animal. They really do. They cover further distances as they excrete the nutrients. But not only that, they carry essential nutrients for our ecosystem in their tissues. And again, as they travel great distances and disperse these nutrients into the ocean. And we simply cannot afford to overfish or pollute anymore. We really can't. So when did overfishing start? Well, believe it or not, it started back in the early 1800s. And again, you'll probably have guessed this. Well, why did it start? Well, fishermen needed the blubber from whales for oil lamps. And the fishermen almost wiped out the whale population in Cape Cod as they overfished the whales. Now, it's madness, and fish such as Atlantic cod and herring were also taken to the brink of extinction in the mid-1900s in the United States. Now, this obviously started to disrupt the food chain. So overfishing has been going on for decades, hundreds of years. Now, fish also, they simply can't reproduce as quickly as they are being caught. And overfishing creates, an imbalance, gnawing away at the food chain, which then has a catastrophic effect on other important marine life, such as corals and turtles. And us having our oceans full of life, well, it has huge benefits to humanity. In fact, fish could benefit us more alive than dead. And of course, the ocean has a chain of interactions between species. And every single link in this chain is important to keep connected, from the slow-growing corals and the seaweeds and the sea sponges that provide a safe haven for fish species to feed and breed and grow. And of course, hide from the predators that want to eat them. But also from those down to the plankton that absorbs carbon and that underpins the food web in this complex ecosystem. So, as I've said, the ocean is the puppet master, it's the boss, it's the chief regulator of climate. And we need to keep her oceans bountiful. We really do. Or her ability to regulate our climate will completely disappear. And I don't think enough thought is really given to just how important our oceans are, because it's easy for us to see everything that's above her. Of course it is, it's clearly visible. But it's not easy for us to see what's in the depths of the ocean because we can't see beneath the waves. So for everyone, in the world, as I've said, we can see what's going on here, but we can't see what's going on there. And this is a problem. So it's not in the forefront of any thoughts that we have. But we need to make changes. And we need to make changes now.